I never thought my pain could turn into such a beautiful masterpiece of revenge. But here I am, Clara Holden, 28, from Maplewood, Missouri, spilling my story because I need to share the sweet taste of justice. You see, I stumbled into the chaos of betrayal like a deer caught in headlights, left to pick up the pieces of my heart while he gallivanted into a new life without a second thought. Let me take you back. I was freshly out of a relationship with my ex, Aaron, a soldier preparing for deployment. We broke up months prior, but as his departure loomed, we fell back into each other, chatting like we were just picking up where we left off. Flirtation turned into late-night talks, and maybe, just maybe, I thought we could start over. I put my guard down and let hope seep back into my heart. He was stationed somewhere far, and the training kept him busy, but we exchanged countless messages that felt electric. My friends warned me, saying, "Clara, don't fall back into that trap." But I wanted to believe in the good, the perennial hope that he had changed. I knew I shouldn't, but God, how I wanted to believe he was still my Aaron, the guy who once made me laugh until I cried. Then came the day I stopped by his mom's place. I had this scant notion that it could be a light moment. I left a little gift on the porch for her, some cookies I baked along with a note. I figured I could bridge the friendly relations I had with her. But then I noticed it, a car parked outside. It looked sleek, shiny, not like any other vehicle they had. The gears in my head clicked, but I brushed it off. Little did I know. However, a few days later, his mother dropped a bombshell on me, and it wasn't just any bomb, it was a personal warhead. The letter was venomous, spewing allegations that I was trying to ruin her son's life, calling me everything but a child of God. "Whore," I remember her accusingly typing, throwing the word at me as if it were a dagger. It hurt, I won't lie. And here's the twist. This woman had been a teen mom herself, rushing to the altar while pregnant. In that moment, all the hope I had was obliterated. I had no clue Aaron had moved on and how coldly he had treated me in the process. It was the betrayal that twisted my gut. I was just a plaything, a warm memory to hold on to while he made a mockery of love. Anger swelled inside me, bubbling up past the heartbreak, demanding to be unleashed. A dark cloud of vengeance rolled in. If they didn't realize who Aaron truly was, oh, I had to expose him. He had betrayed not just me, but now his new wife was involved, a new victim. She deserved more than to be blissfully unaware. The chaos his actions caused had to unravel. I needed them to see the facets of his deceit. So plan I did, armed with the truth. I gathered every message, email, and text. My heart raced as I sorted through our history, reliving every late-night conversation that once felt so precious now felt like poison. I felt powerful in my plan. I wasn't just a victim anymore. I was the orchestrator of my own justice. I headed back to his mother's house, the echoes of laughter that used to fill his home now just reminders of betrayal. I drove past that new car again, its presence like a noose tightening around my resolve. I sat down at my table, pen in hand, and poured my heart into 2 letters. The first one, directed to his new wife, was the truth laid bare. Every lie, every secret rendezvous, every moment we shared while he was supposed to be preparing for a life with her. I added my receipts, 2 proof of his betrayal. The second letter was for his mother. Oh, it was juicy, and I didn't hold back. "Your son deceived me repeatedly. Your selective memory regarding your little shotgun wedding is evident. It seems to run in the family." It was my mic drop moment. I reminded her that I was just a small part of this larger mess he created, but she too bore some responsibility. With a flick of my wrist, I sealed those letters and sent them certified mail. There was a rush in all of it, a thrill in knowing they would read my words and flip their lives upside down. Then came the final jab, the message to Aaron. "You're dead to me." I relished the thought of his reaction. Days passed, and I slipped into the dark abyss of checking his email. I still had access. He'd logged in on my laptop before, and I could see everything. When I opened that digital door, it felt like peering into a soap opera, absolutely delicious. I watched the aftermath unfold in real time. Sure enough, the letters arrived. His wife's reaction was explosive. I could almost hear her scream through the words in the email. He scrambled, trying to outpace the chaos he'd unleashed. The messages poured in apologies, begging for understanding. While on their honeymoon, he'd left to get ice and called me, all while he thought he could keep 2 lives afloat. And then came an email from his mother. She was livid, furious at Aaron for putting her through this again, insisting it was his fault as she had to now deal with 2 broken hearts under her roof. Oh, the irony was delicious. I might not have witnessed the dramatics in person, but the vivid images painted themselves in my mind. I felt elation as I watched the fallout. The man who once held my heart was now trapped in a cage of his own making, flailing against the consequences that had come crashing down onto him. Every apology felt empty to me, and months passed as he tried to make things right. I could almost taste the bitterness of his regret from my comfortable distance. I was free from the weight of my love, free from his lies. His fall from grace was, in essence, my liberation. Did they get divorced? I couldn't say for sure. I'd like to think they did, but it hardly mattered. I was healed by then, empowered by the knowledge that I showed them both the truth. They got exactly what they deserved. Now, as I reflect on it all, I find solace in knowing I took my pain and transformed it into something powerful. It felt good to hold the reins of my own life again, making my own decisions, unshackled from the shadows Aaron cast over my heart. I moved on, learned to love myself fiercely, and never again would I let someone else dictate what I felt. In the end, this wasn't just about revenge. It was about reclaiming my power. Justice was served, and I walked away with my head held high.